Hello everyone, I'm pleased to introduce you today some of my Leica cameras with screw mount lenses. So just to make the things in the correct timeline, this is the first version of the Leica. So as you can see, the really first model is this one. So it was sold from 1925 to 1927. The first model, you can't remove the lens. So this one is not a real one with gold plated. It's only paint because the camera were not working. So because there's a model like this one, which is very rare and very expensive, but it's not this one is not a real one. So main of the Leica cameras come with Elmar lens, 50 millimeters, opening at 3.5. So this is the lens that was designed for the Leica cameras, because they are using some 35 millimeters film, which were used in the cinema before being used with Leica cameras. So here is for the first model. The first model was also sold after. It was continued. Here is some second version of the Leica one. As you can see, the first one were in black, and the others, the earliest, are are silver, are chrome painted. And so as you can see, the body of the camera is different on this one, because it's using an earlier body type, but it's a first one, because there's no device on the upper body. So after the first version, there's the second one, the model 2, D model or Couplex. This is the first one with a telemeter, which is it's coupled with the lens. You still can unscrew the lens on this one, and the speeds are from 500 to 20 with one pause, which is Z for Zeit in German. So this is the second model. Just 1 year after it was issued, there's a third model which was sold. As you can see, the model just after has a knob here for the slow speeds, because on the second one, the slowest speed is at 20. And here you have 21, and it means that you have to select the slow speeds on this knob. And just to tell you that the first version of the Leica 2, on the button selector, you can read 20 -1. This is for the models from 1933 and the model from 1932. There's only the 20, so the markings is not exactly the same, because just after the third model was produced, the second one was still produced, but it was using the same button on the top than the other. So that's why the markings are the same from the third and the second model. And there's a lot of third model. Third model was after sold on silver paint, just like this one. After the third model, the maximum, the fastest speed has been improved, and you have 1000. After it was 500, this was the maximum. So it's a different version. Here is a second model that is earlier. As you can see, it was using the same body than the third one, and the slow speeds were not present. So they remove the knob, and they do not use a specific mold to produce them. And you have the model 3F. On the 3F you have this knob to it's a retardator. I don't remember how it's called in English. It's to delay the photo. And the last one is the 3G model. So the 3G model, the difference is you have the telemeter is improved. You have 4 windows on the front. There were only 3 on the models before. You have some flash connections. So this is the more the earliest version of the Leica with a screw mount. So the Leica, it was really the camera that has been the most copied, because it was considered as the standard for the 35mm cameras. So you can find also some good, I would say, copies. This one is a Leica, but you can find also some towers. Don't buy any Fed or Soviet copies, because they are not well made. So don't recommend it to you. But it was so a standard that it was really copied. Some were not using copying the marks, but some were copying the Leica markings. If you have ever seen one, you would recognize that it's not an original one. So it was for For the Leica with a screw mount lens, it was sold until 1954, and after 1954, Leica issued the M cameras. So the M cameras are really looking the nowadays cameras, like digital, and using the M mount system, which is really different from the previous one. So I hope that my video were interesting, and I hope to see you again later. Thank you. Bye bye.